You got a job as a parent, you're working, you're making sacrifice daily for your children. You work so hard to get them in the best school, to give them comfort, to plan for the future. But what is one gift that will last long for a child after you know more in this dunya? Allah mentioned in the Quran, وَابْتَغْ فِي مَا آتَاكَ اللَّهُ الدَّارَ الْآخِرَةَ وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. So Allah asks you to seek with the wealth He has given to you your hereafter, and you do not forget your share of enjoyment in this dunya. What does this mean? This means that the wealth and the opportunity Allah has given to you, you need to use it to seek for your akhirah. So today I want to share with us and let us discuss as parents, what is one thing ever that will mean this world and dunya for a child to give them today. I'm not talking because I'm a teacher and I want you to enroll into my program. I want us to discuss the reality of life. Do we even think about what will be of us after we go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What are those ajr, those rewards that we'll be earning as parents? Aside from you getting your child prepared and giving them that long life gift for this dunya and akhirah, you will also be doing yourself a favor by investing today in your child's Quran learning. My name is Imam Muhammad. I'm the founder and also tutor at Mahir Academy. I've had a lot of discussion with you parents for the last few weeks. We talk about different topics, and it's my habit to come every week and discuss the real issues with you all. Today I want to talk about why we're working as parents. And a lot of us, we do a lot of work, 2 jobs, some people work 3 jobs, and the entire goal of that mostly to satisfy our family, maybe to build the best house for our family, to buy houses, to buy cars, and to feel like we're enjoying this dunya. But let me tell you, the real enjoyment is not in all those things that we're thinking of, because all those enjoyments are ephemeral, they are short-lived. I want to share with us today how we should be thinking as parents and what should be the guidance and the direction we should be putting our kids into. The real gift that you give your child is not this dunya, it's the deen. The deen that you give to your child will benefit you in this dunya, you yourself as a parent before you leave this dunya, if Allah destined that you live long in this dunya. And also it will benefit your child as a gift that will be with them forever. Our own parents have invested in us when we're growing up. You yourself, your parents have invested in you. So you will know which parents actually invested right or not by your own situation right now as well. But the main thing that's so important is that we need to get ready for that gift for our kids. This deen is what we can give for our kids. Their connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, their connection with the Quran. And this is so scary because on the day of Qiyamah, everyone is going to be running helter-skelter. The son is going to be running from the father. The father is going to be running from the child. The wife is going to be running from the husband. Why? Because on the day of Qiyamah, every person that have people under them that they control, you as a father, you as a mother that has a child, if your child was not trained about Islam, it will be an issue for you on the day of Qiyamah. So why do you want to wait for that day when there will not be any excuse, when there will not be any way out? So meaning you need to prepare yourself for that day. This dunya is ephemeral, it's short-lived. We'll live there for a while, and either we like it or not, we need to leave this dunya. So what do you want to prepare for yourself and your family so that will be the reward you will get in your qabr? Your child becoming an engineer, becoming a doctor, becoming whatever profession you want them to be in life. These are amazing things that you want to make your child become in the future, but do not forget about the deen of your child. A lot of people, I find them, it's not funny, but it's sad that we put this dunya ahead of the entire thing altogether. It is good, Allah mentioned that we should seek for wealth in this dunya, but we should not seek for wealth and goodness of this dunya in excess to the effect of our deen, because the moment the deen is lost, the dunya will be meaningless as well. You've seen people that have had a lot of all the money in this world, but life does not make sense for them as well. And this is why, because they've lost the deen. So the best gift that you can give your child today is try your best to train them on the deen, to have iman, to understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to learn how to recite the Quran. The Rasulullah mentioned in the hadith of Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu anhu, he said, خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه, that the best among you are those who learn the Quran and teach the Quran. Why is it that way? Because the Quran guides to the right path. It helps you to determine and define real life, not the fake life that's been propagated by enemies of Islam, by Western ideology. We have some things to learn from the Westerners, but we have a lot to teach them. So the moment you don't really train your child and give them the guidance of the Quran, you do not give them anything that will be useful for them in this dunya. You've seen people that have had all the wealth become doctor, become engineer, but what else? Their emotions is bad. They don't have good temper to control themselves. They have all the disease of the heart, and there are two diseases of the heart. We have marad al-shahawat or shubahat. When you cannot control yourself to prevent yourself from indulging in shubahat, which is about the aqidah, connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you don't have the strong iman, you have a disease in the heart. And the marad al-shahawat is the disease that you have for worldly materialism, for wealth, for money, for kids and all this. If you as a person, all your own thinking and process of this life is about your own desire, and then you lost. So that's why the best gift you can give your child today is to get them connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I've had, and we've seen of many people that have had all this, they've had in this dunya, but despite the fact they've had it, the dunya does not make sense as well. So try to balance the seeking of this dunya and seeking of the akhirah for your child. And that's gonna take me to the second point, which is about the continuous reward that you will get after you die. Imagine you investing money in the bank. No matter how rich you are, you put money in the bank, you put it to multiply, invest in different things. This money will not save you from the punishment in your qabr. And this money, it's there, you've had everything, it will not save you from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of Qiyamah. Among the things Rasulullah mentioned in the hadith of Abi Hurairah radiallahu anhu, he mentioned, he said, إِذَا مَاتَ الْإِنسَانِ انقطع أمله إلا من ثلاثة. And he said, من صدقة جارية. So a long and everlasting charity that they've made. So maybe they built a masjid, or they did something that will be going on for a long time. أو علم ينتفع به, or you are a scholar, you taught people about something, about Islam, about the Quran. In as much those people recite the Quran, you taught them with good intentions, you will keep having the ajr after you've lived this dunya. And the third is waladun salih yad'u lahu, a righteous kid that will pray for you, or that will do righteous good deeds so you can have the ajr. Imagine we investing in everything in this dunya. People invest in the stock market, they invest in real estate, you invest in this and that. But I find it really sad that we as Muslims, we invest heavily in all these things. We have all this investment and all that. But have we ever thought of what are we investing for akhirah? Because this dunya, لكل أمة أجل إذا جاء أجلهم لا يستأخرون ساعة ولا يستقدمون. Every nation or every individual have the appointed time to leave this dunya, and the moment the time has come, no delay, nothing could happen. It will come and go. So you will be taken from this dunya as Allah has destined for you to be taken. So why are you not taking time today to invest in your akhirah? Invest in something that will last you in this dunya, and you will get the continuous reward after you leave this dunya. Among the things that's so certain, you can do sadaqatun jariyah. Maybe you want to build a masjid, you want to do something righteous that you will be getting the ajr right after you leave this dunya. Or you teach people, you're a scholar, you go to learn about something, then you teach other people that will benefit them forever. Or you have a child, or you have kids that you want to train so that they will not just only be useful for themselves in this dunya, they will be useful to the community that they live, and plus they will be a source of reward for you after you leave this dunya, inshallah. So you need to take action and look at the pros and cons of your investment in this dunya. You invest in a lot of things, but do you really invest in your death? Do you really invest in your akhirah? Do you really invest in your kids so they connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? This is not the time to think about money. This is the time to think about when should I start investing in my akhirah? You can build masjid, build water sources, do different things. Take good care of your child, because one thing that's so delicate, which is the scholars they say, we need to take care of things that will put us into trouble first, then going to take care of things that is additional. So for instance, you're not praying your salah. That's the first thing you have to monitor. Pray your salah before you do charity salah, or pray your 5 daily prayers before you start making sunnah. Among the things that will put people in trouble on the day of Qiyamah is their family, because the family, the kids, the wife will say, it is she that prevented me from learning the Quran. It is she that did not allow me to pray salah. It is she that prevented me from connecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is he and it is she that actually make me forget about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make me focus only about math, physics, and make me focus about this dunya. You need to be mindful, because Rasulullah mentioned that kullukum ra'in wa kullukum mas'ulun an ra'iyatihi. Everyone is a shepherd, and you will be asked on the day of Qiyamah about your herd, the people that you control, because you control the time of your child. You determine what they need to do. You need to make it a priority for you and your child and your family to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This will not only help you to sustain this dunya full of calamity, full of displeasures, full of hardship, it will also help you seek a good ending for yourself and a continuous reward for you after you leave this dunya. And this will take me to the third point, which is about why do we even have the wealth and these kids Allah has given to us in this dunya. They are a test. Allah mentioned in the Quran, إِنَّمَا أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَأَوْلَادُكُمْ فِتْنَةٌ وَاللَّهُ عِنْدَهُ أَجْرٌ عَظِيمٌ. That indeed your wealth that you have and your children that you have, they are only a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to you. And indeed, with Allah is the greatest reward. What does this ayah mean? It means that the wealth, the money you have, Allah wants to see where would you spend the money to. What will be your priority to spend the money to? Imagine if you spend money on your child to be a good person, spend money on your child to be a good reciter of the Quran, spend money on your child to learn the deen. That money you've spent is not wasted. And this is a big mistake a lot of parents are making. It is a sadaqah itself, to make your child a good person, to make your child an alim that can teach other people Quran. Imagine we spend a lot of money in many things, in shoes, in bags, on vacation. We all know how much we all spend on all these things. But when it comes to learning about the deen, is either we want it to be free, or we want your child not to pay anything to learn, or pay little what you desire for the teacher to get. This is not how you should do about Quran learning. You need to invest in the Quran and the life of your child. Okay, you need to invest in that, because if you don't invest in that and your child does not have that knowledge, on the day of Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will query you about what you did in this dunya, and why didn't you fulfill your duty as a parent to train your child and give them the education they need to sustain this dunya and meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala why He is pleased with them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned as well in Surah Al-Munafiqun, Allah says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تلهكم أموالكم ولا أولادكم عن ذكر الله ومن يفعل ذلك فأولئك هم الخاسرون. Subhanallah. That all you believe, do not let your wealth and your money be a source of your destruction. Allah mentioned this, that do not let your wealth, your money, and your kids you have be the source of your destruction. It's not going to destroy or mess your life. Maybe it might not be that you lose your entire money, but Allah is telling us about the greatest destruction, the greatest loss, which is what? On the day of Qiyamah, when you will not have anything on your plates, because you focus about this money and the kids, but you do not invest in akhirah. Allah says, وَمَنْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ. Whoever allow their wealth and the love of the kids, comfort and everything, whoever makes that their priority in this dunya, these are those who are the losers. They will be the losers. وَمَنْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ humul khasirun. This will be the losers of the Qiyamah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us from this calamity of being a loser on the day of Qiyamah. Allah says, وأنفقوا مما رزقناكم من قبل أن يأتي أحدكم الموت. So spend from what Allah has given to you as wealth before death come upon each of you. The death is gonna come. So spend from the money Allah has given to you. For what? Spend to the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Give to build masjid. Give to take care of the orphans. Give to take care of the needy. Give to train your child. Spending on your child to learn the Quran is an investment, and this will be rewarded. Allah says, "Min qabli an ya'tiya ahadakum al-maut," because you need to spend that wealth before the death come on you. And فَيَقُولَ رَبِّي, and you will say, لَوْلَا أَخَّرْتَنِي إِلَى أَجَلٍ قَرِيبٍ. Oh Allah, would you mind sending me back and let me live a little bit? Allah says, وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not spare or delay a soul when the time has come. And Allah is indeed khabirun. Wallahu khabirun bima ta'alun. Allah will give you account of what you've done on this dunya on earth. So my message to you all is, do not procrastinate your child and your wealth. Invest in them in things that will earn you ajr. Invest your wealth wisely. It's good to invest in stock market or whatever you want to invest that is halal. But brothers and sisters, you need not to forget about your investment in your akhirah. Starting from yourself, learn the Quran. There's a lot of ajr for the Quran. Learning, reciting in this dunya, let alone the reward that will come on the day of Qiyamah. And this is going to take me to the last point about why you need to give your child the gift of Quran. Because investing in your child to learn the Quran, to connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is the best investment for the akhirah for them. The hadith of Abi Umamata an Abi Umamata al-Bahili رضي الله عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول اقرأوا القرآن فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيعا لأصحابه. صدق رسول الله. That read the Quran. Read the Quran. Allah is commanding us, is encouraging us to recite the Quran. And why he said that? He said the Quran يأتي يوم القيامة will come on the day of Qiyamah shafi'an li ashabi, as an intercessor to intercede for its reciters. So those who recite the Quran will be interceded for on the day of Qiyamah. Imagine you coming on the day of Qiyamah and you are in the line and the saf of the malaika. How amazing is that? I think many of us, we're not thinking about akhirah too much. And this is why we're so engulfed in this dunya. And death comes without announcing to any one of us. So Iqra'ul Quran. So if you cannot recite the Quran, this is the time for you to learn to recite the Quran. Train your child, enroll them in a madrasa, get them to learn it, so that on the day of Qiyamah, and that's the last point, so you're not regretting on the day of Qiyamah. Because on the day of Qiyamah, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. On this day, يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ. A man will run away from his brother, and a man will also run away from what? From his mother, from his dad, from his wife, subhanallah, from his children. Why? لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ شَأْنٌ يُغْنِيهِ. On this day, everyone matter, affair is enough for them to swallow and take care of, because everyone will be in distress. So you don't want to be with people that you know on this dunya, because this is the day of jaza. This is yawmul jaza, the day of reward. So if you've done something bad to people, this is the day Allah will take from your own goods and good deeds and give to them. So if you've not trained your child and you've not taken care of them, you didn't expose them to the Quran, you didn't expose them to the Quran, to Islam, well, you knew about Islam, but you denounce that benefits to your kids, to your family, you will be asked on the day of Qiyamah. So brothers and sisters, let's take action today. This is the time to take action. Remember, Allah gave you the wealth that you have right now as a test. And so you will be asked about the test of wealth and kids on the day of Qiyamah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for us This is Imam Muhammad. If you would like to get to know more about how to read the Quran yourself as an adult, we have a self-paced program that you can learn the tajweed and be a good reciter of the Quran in just 4 months. And if you have a child that you want to be a fluent Quran reciter, we have the kids program as well that can help your child learn to be a good Quran reciter, so that you all can recite the Quran in your house. So on the day of Qiyamah, the Quran will intercede on your behalf and enter you into Jannatul Firdaus bi'idhnillah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك. So tap the link below this video and book your parent demo call if you want to enroll your child, or sign up to our Quran reading fluency program if you want to sign up yourself as an adult. There's a link to our WhatsApp chat. You can reach out to us. Let us know if you have any question. Subscribe to our channel so you get to see and hear more of these reminders every week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you next week, inshallah.